students, welcome back to our English class. This is me again, teacher Anne. And for today's lesson, we're going to learn about the object pronouns. Object pronouns. Again, we're still in pronouns, but we'll be discussing about object pronouns. Okay. We will be defining first what do you mean or what does object pronouns means. When we say object pronouns means this is a type of a personal pronoun that is normally used as a grammatical object, meaning it's the object of the sentence. But what do you mean by object? Object means these are the receiver of the action. Again, the receiver of the action. Last time we talked about the subject pronouns. Subject pronouns is the doer of the action. But when we say object, meaning they are the receiver of the action. Okay, so these are the object pronouns. So in singular forms, we have me, we have you, we have him, her, it. And we have also the plural object pronouns, us, you, and him. Okay, so this would be the subject to object pronouns. Okay, when our subject is I, so technically we will use the object me. When our subject is you, of course, our object will be you. If our subject is he, of course, we will be using him as our object. She, and then of course, her. It, same, we will be using it. But when we're going to use the subject they, we will be using them. Them. Okay, like for example. So again, the object pronouns, it takes the place of the object nouns in a sentence. Instead of using again names, so we'll be using pronouns. Alright? So for example, first example, Marilyn likes Brian. Marilyn likes Brian. Marilyn meaning it's our subject. Brian is the object of the sentence. So when we replace Brian to object pronouns, to pronouns, so we will say Marilyn likes him. Because technically Brian is a male, right? Or a boy. So we will be using him. I love my parents. Again, I love my parents. So when we used so I is our subject and parents is our object. It's the object of the sentence. So when we replace parents into pronouns as an object, so we will be using I love them. I love them. Okay, next. When the object pronouns followed by prepositions. So your sister can come with us. So with is the preposition of the sentence. Your sister can come with us. Us is the object of the sentence. Next, she sings to us. To is the preposition of the sentence followed by the object, which is us. She is our subject. I look at them. I look at them. I is the subject, yes, is the subject of our sentence. So it's followed by the preposition at, and we will be using the object pronouns them. I look at them. I look at them. Okay, let's have this example. The burning potato chips truck amuses Olivia. The potatoes flying everywhere amused her too. So, for this one, we have this underlined word or name Olivia, meaning Olivia here is the subject of the sentence. So we will be replacing Olivia what object pronouns. Since Olivia is a girl, so we will be using her. So in this case, her is the object pronoun. Her replaces Olivia. Olivia is a name. Instead of using Olivia, so we will be replacing it to an object pronoun, her. Alright? Again, Olivia is a girl. So we will be using the object pronoun, her. Okay. Now, in this case, let's find some object pronouns in the sentences next to this slide. Okay, for this slide, our task is to look and to find for the object pronouns you can find in the sentences. Okay, we have number 1. Slang and rhythms of jazz and blues are important to her. Slang and rhythms of jazz and blues are important to her. So can you find some of the object pronouns used in the sentence? Yes. If your answer is her, then you're correct. Her serve as the object pronouns in this sentence. How about number 2? The poet Langston Hughes gives her literary advice. The poet Langston Hughes gave her literary advice. So what is our object pronouns in this sentence? Okay, still the same. We have her. Her. Her as the receiver of the action. Number 3. Brooks taught poetry to students. She was a role model for them. Again, Brooks taught poetry to the students. She was a role model for them. So, what is our object pronouns in this sentence? Okay, so our object pronoun is them. Again, them. How about number 4? Brooks' poems fascinate me. Brooks' poems fascinate me. So what is our object pronouns? Remember that in the sentence we have the receiver of the actions. So meaning the receiver, it serves as our object of the sentence. Okay, go back. So what is the answer here? So what is our object pronoun in this sentence? Brooks' poems fascinate me. Okay, we have me. Alright, it's time to play. So, for the next slides, we will be having the pronouns object battle. You have to tell me what is the correct pronouns that we will be using in each of the sentences. Okay, are you ready now? Okay, let's have the object pronouns battle. We will be exploring the universe. And are you ready to play? All right. Okay. Let's start. Paul and Bill were at the park, but I didn't see. So what is the object pronoun of the sentence? Paul and Bill were at the park. It's referring to Paul and Bill. So, but I didn't see. Okay. Yes, if your answer is them, then you're correct. Paul and Bill were at the park, but I didn't see them. I don't know how to do this exercise. Can you help blank, please? So what is the object pronoun of the sentence? Okay. Okay, where we are referring to I is our subject. I is our subject. So what is the object pronoun of I? Yes, it's me. All right. I don't know how to do this exercise. Can you help me, please? I don't know how to do this exercise. Can you help me, please? Me is refer to the subject. I. Me is the object. We have arrived late. Could you tell blank what haven't happened? We have arrived late. Could you tell blank what have happened? Okay. In this sentence, in the first sentence, we are referring to we, right? The subject is we. We have arrived late. Okay. When we put we and as the object of the sentence, so what is the, if our subject is we, what is the object pronoun of we? So we have, yes, we have us. We have arrived late. Could you tell us what have happened? We have arrived late. Could you tell us what have happened? Next, she loves Peter, but he doesn't love. So what is our object pronoun? Okay, what is our object pronoun? Okay, first is we have in the first sentence, we have she as our subject. Okay. But for the second one, he is referring to Peter, but he doesn't love. So we will be using the object pronoun of she. Okay, she here in the second sentence we have she is our object. So what is the object pronoun of she? It's her. She loves Peter, but he doesn't love her. She loves Peter, but he doesn't love her. Her is referring to she. Be careful, there's a snake next to. Okay, imagine this is two persons talking to each other, right? So be careful, there's a snake next to. So what would be the object pronoun? We have, yes, we have you. Be careful, there's a snake next to you. Next, Bob is always late. I'm not going to wait for. Okay. Again, in the first sentence, Bob is our subject. Okay. So, but here in the second one, I'm is our subject. I. Okay. It's I. I am not, or I'm not going to wait for. Okay. For the second sentence, we are referring to Bob as our object. So imagine Bob is a male. So meaning our object pronoun is him, right? Bob is always late. I'm not going to wait for him. Bob is always late. I'm not going to wait for him. Next, this is my new video game. Do you like blank? Do you like blank? Okay. This sentence, the first sentence we are referring as our object is the video game. Video game. So we are referring to a things, right? Thing. So we will be using the object pronoun what? Okay, so remember the subject pronoun like we've discussed last time when we talk about things or animals. So we will be using it. So it's also same as the object pronoun. So this is my new video game. Do you like it? This is my new video game. Do you like it? Okay. Next, Hugh and Paul are my friends. I will invite blank to my birthday party. I will invite blank to my birthday party. So what is our object pronoun? I will invite. For the first sentence, you and Paul is our what? Is our subject. So in the next sentence, we have I as our subject. And of course, you and Paul is our object. So what is the pronouns that we will going to use if we will be referring to you and Paul? I will invite. Yes, I will invite you. I will invite you to my birthday party. You and Paul are my friends. I will invite you to my birthday party. You is referring to you and Paul. All right, very good. So that's the end of our game for today. I hope you like it and I hope you enjoy it and I hope that you learn something new. And this would be your worksheet for today. Okay, all you have to do is to write the object pronoun in the space provided. Alright, so we have the object pronoun him, them, us, it, her, me, and you. Alright, so we have 10 items and all you have to do is to write the correct answer on the space provided. So that's all for today and this is the end of our class and I hope you've learned something new. See you next time.